I'm one of the founders of Yoga Home. Today's tutorial is going to be working towards handstands, a super playful, super challenging pose. With me, I am pleased to have Jackie Maldonado, who is the owner and herbalist of the online organic apothecary, the Prana House Inc. So check her out. Thanks for being here, Jackie. So we're going to work on building core strength, opening the shoulders, and then using the wall to approach handstand. So this tutorial is really great for anyone, but especially those of you that perhaps have a little fear moving towards handstand and not sure how to do it, or just really looking to elevate your practice to the next level. So what you'll need is a block. If you don't have a block, you can have a big pillow that you have at home or something that you can squeeze between your legs. Let's start in child's pose, Jackie. And then just stretch out the arms, take a couple breaths. And before I move into anything new or any challenging poses, I really like to vision that in my mind's eye first. So Jackie, just take a couple breaths and see yourself in the shape of handstands. Hands firmly rooted on the ground, belly engaged, legs towards the sky. And to begin to tap into all of that potential that you already have. And take another breath in. And another breath out. And you're going to come up to all fours and take the block on its shortest side and place it up between the thighs. Good. Give it a good squeeze. It's as high up to the groin as possible. And then tuck your toes, lift your knees, and come into plank pose. So high push-up position. Right? And just feel all this length from the heels through the crown of the head. Feel the thighs working, the inner thighs really squeezing the block, right, to tone the low belly. The tailbone lengthens down, the belly zips in and up, and this length is extended through the sternum and through the crown of the head. And then there's just a little bit of softening through the heart, right? This is the exact shape of handstand, except your hands are planted down in plank pose as opposed to overhead. And just close your eyes, take 2 more breaths, and let your body memory capture all that's engaging right here. Keep your jaw relaxed. Good. Take another breath in and another breath out. And then soften your knees, take the block out of the way, and just press yourself back to child's pose again. Just rest for a moment. The body just be at ease here to counterbalance all of that effort. Good, and then let's make your way back up to plank pose, Jackie. With the memory of that block still between your legs and belly still really firm. And I want you to keep this firmness in your legs, muscles really squeezing to the bone as you float your right leg up, just a couple inches, right? And I'd like for you to press your heel back into my hand and pull the heart forward a little bit more. Good, feel all the strength in your leg. And then just pulse the leg 3 times. 1, 2, 3, good, and then switch sides, lift the left leg. All of the strength, all of the muscles still engaged in your left leg, imagining my hand is behind your heel, good. As you extend through the heel, the sternum pulls forward, good, and then we'll pulse for 3, 2, 1, good, foot to the mat, press yourself back, child's pose once again. This time let your arms come down by your sides, shoulders relax, lengthen the breath, be at ease. Just letting your body integrate all of that information. Good, and stretch your arms out in front of you. Come forward onto your belly. Good. Draw your legs together if you can so that your big toes touch, and let your forehead come down. Interlace your hands into yoga mudra at the lower back. Good. Feel the shoulders lift, the shoulder blades engage. And then point through the toes a lot, activating through the tops of the feet so the kneecaps lift and the tailbone lengthens. And then with your breath, peel the chest and the head up off of the mat. Good. Keep the back of the neck really long And if you can, float the wrists up off of the seat. If it feels okay for your lower back, go ahead and float the legs up as well. Good, really engaging the back muscles now, opening the chest and the shoulders. Good, another breath in. And then release. Good, just let the head rest to one side and let the arms come down by the sides, just rest. Good, and turn the cheek to the other side. And then you're going to make your way to downward facing dog. You're going to want to work with the wall right now. And so working with the wall isn't a perfect science. So Jackie may need to adjust her stance, either further forward or further back. Jackie, I want you to lift the right leg straight up behind you so the right foot comes flush to the wall. Right? So if you need to walk your hands forward or back, you can. Just make sure that the right hip stays square. So all 5 toes on the right foot are pointing down. And all of that strength in the leg, like we just did in plank pose, heel pressing into the wall. The hands are engaged, the shoulders stay lifted, the belly's working. And Jackie's going to press her foot into the wall so much that she can float the left heel up off the ground. Good, and then lower it. Good, and again, lift it up. And lower it. Good, and one more time, float that left leg up, and then lower it. Good, release the right foot, downward facing dog. If you want to pedal out your hips or pedal out the legs a little bit, you can. Good, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, Jackie. Good, we'll do the same thing on the left side. So the left leg lifts. So the hips stay square, all 5 toes point down. Hands are rooted, shoulders are lifted, engaged, belly's engaged, and then press into that left foot so much that the belly works to float the right leg up. Good, and then lower it. And you'll do that 2 more times, just like the pulsing we did in plank pose. Good, one more. Fantastic, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Child's pose once again, arms down by the sides, and just rest. Good, letting the body integrate. Good, from here you roll up to sit onto your heels and swing the legs out in front of you. And then Jackie, go ahead and inch yourself all the way back to the wall, both legs out in front. Good. Here's where you'll use your block again. So we're going to mark off where Jackie's heels are, because this is going to be where her hands come when we practice L-shaped handstand at the wall. Good. So Jackie's heels are right here. She's going to come into a downward facing dog with her hands at the blocks, feet towards the wall. It's going to be a really short downward facing dog. And again, if you need to adjust this a little bit, you can. Good. So from here, Jackie's going to take the right foot up the wall, no higher than her hip. Yeah, a little bit higher, Jack. Good. And the same thing, she's going to press the right heel into the wall so the right leg straightens. When the right leg straightens, the hips are going to come over top of the shoulders, and then the left leg can lift, making the shape of an L. Good. Legs are strong, belly's in, tailbone lengthening. Good. Look between your thumbs. Feels like a big opening in the shoulders. Good. Just take one more breath in. Slowly come down, 1 foot at a time. And then release, child's pose again. So L-shaped handstand is a perfect place to work, just to get comfortable with being upside down, just to start to open and strengthen the shoulders, just to get used to that feeling. It's also a place where you can practice again and again. So if we had a longer time, I'd have Jackie come up and do the other side. You can work on extending how long you hold it, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, again, just to build that. When you're in L-shaped handstand, we'll actually have Jackie demo this, we can work on lifting a leg to start to get completely vertical here, yeah. Good, so let's come back up to that short downward facing dog. Good, let's work with the other leg this time. So the left leg comes up no higher than the hip. Good, seal the foot to the wall. As you straighten that leg, the hips will come over. It feels really tight. It feels like you're going to fall over. We need to have this alignment. And then keeping one heel sealed to the ground, the other leg can lift to the sky. Good, and just extend up through the balls of the foot. Good, bring this leg forward a little bit more. No, towards the wall, yeah, good. And you can work this pose here. Good, take another breath. And then Jackie, you can come back down to child's pose and rest. So that's the second level, working the L shape with the leg lifted. And again, holding for longer periods of time, regulating the breath, and just getting comfortable with being upside down. Then when you feel ready, right, we can practice turning around and doing handstand at the wall. So Jackie, if you're up for it, she's working hard. You're gonna come into downward facing dog at the wall. Fingertips should, let's bring your fingers a little closer, only be about 3 inches, so like half that stance. Yeah, good, and come into downward facing dog. We're gonna pull all those actions together. Jackie can shorten her stance a little bit. Get rooted through the hands, shoulders lift, belly engage. Lift your right leg, or actually whatever your stronger leg is, Jackie. So Jackie's stronger here on the other side. And again, all the strength through the leg. Push your heel through my hand. Good. And then bend your standing knee so the hips go up a little bit higher. Good. Look between your hands. Keeping this leg really straight. This is your lever up. Begin to take hops, either little hops or big hops, to eventually kick all the way up to the wall. Good. Try to keep this leg straight. Yeah, there you go. Great. And you can just keep working that. The wall might not come for a couple hops, might not come for a couple tries of doing this handstand. There you go, there you go. Once you find the wall, find that engagement that you found in plank pose. Belly, tailbone, thighs. Pull your toes down, Jack, towards me. Flex, yep. Good. And then maybe from there you can float one leg away from the wall. Good. And then the other. Also remembering that squeeze of the inner thighs, like the block was still there. Good. And then when you're ready, come on down. Nice and easy. Good. Take a child's pose. Good. Just feel all of that energy. Your heart is racing. Your breath is a little bit more rapid. Slow it all down. So any of these postures, any parts of this sequence will work towards building the strength and the stability in the body to eventually be able to practice handstand in the center of the room. But take it in stages. Work with L-shaped handstand at the wall, work with turning around and kicking up to the wall, and then refining all of those movements of the bodies and engagement of the muscles to be able to float in handstand. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Jackie, for demoing.